Hello students. So in this video I'm going to explain you 8th program of computer programming lab. So 8th program is 2D matrix multiplication. So you all know what is matrix. So it will be consisting of rows and columns, and we are going to multiply the matrix here. Two matrix will be considering, which is of two dimensional, and we are going to multiply them and store the resultant value again in the matrix, two-dimensional matrix. So first we will see what is matrix multiplication. Matrix multiplication is a binary operation that produces a matrix from two matrices. The number of columns in the first matrix must be equal to the number of rows in the second matrix. So here the condition has to be checked first. Before we are going to multiply any of the two matrices, we have to check whether the number of columns in the first matrix will be equals to number of rows in the second matrix. So if that condition is satisfied, then we can multiply the given matrices. So here we have a diagram picture which is representing the matrix multiplication. So first matrix, it consists of four numbers. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is a 2D matrix, and here again this is also a 2D matrix, matrix B. It consists of the numbers 5, 6, 0 and 7. So now we have to check the number of rows and number of columns of these two matrices are same or no. So the number of columns of first matrix should be equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. Number of columns is 2 and number of rows is 2. So both are equal. So we can multiply, and here after multiplication we get like this. So first number will be multiplied with the first number of this matrix B, plus second number will be multiplied with the second number of this matrix B. Similarly, other number also, 1 into 6 plus 2 into 7, 3 into 5 plus 4 into 0, 4 into 6 and 4 into 7. 3 into 6 and 4 into 7. Rows into columns, rows into columns we are going to multiply. So as an end result, we will be getting 5, 20, 15 and 46 as our output. So we will move with the code for this. So we are starting with the header files here, stdio.h and conio.h. So void main, it consists of three matrices A, B and C, which has maximum limit of 5 numbers it can store. 5 cross 5, 5 rows and 5 columns, 5 rows, 5 columns, and here also C of 5 rows and 5 columns. Along with that, there are some other variables like M, N, P, Q, I, J, K, which are used for different purpose. We will see one by one why they are used, how they are used. So here first we have to enter the order of matrix A. M, N are considered as the order of matrix A. So we will be entering here. Then we are going for the B matrix. There we are considering the orders as P and Q. So for that also we will be entering the values of P and Q. And we are checking for the compatibility of the matrix. The compatibility is checked by checking the number of columns will be equals to number of rows or no. So that we are checking. N is number of columns of first matrix, P is the number of rows of the second matrix. So these two are checked here if N is not equals to P. If N is not equals to P, then we are going for matrix multiplication. An error message telling that matrix multiplication is not possible. So we have to give some other number and try for it. So once we have checked for the error message, then if we are giving correctly like 2 cross 2 matrix and 2 cross 1 matrix, then we are going to read the matrix A first, M, N, and here we will be going to read the values for that matrix. So those values will be read with the help of the for statement for the row, for statement for the columns, and we are going to store them in ampersand A of I, J. Similarly here matrix B also is read. Enter the elements for the matrix B. For I equals to 0, I less than p, I plus plus. For j equals to 0, j less than q, j plus plus. We are going to read the number of rows and number of columns. First we have read already. We are going to allocate the values which we are reading from the keyboard, which we are entering from the keyboard according to the rows and columns of this matrix B. So once we have entered, then we have to go for multiplication. So for multiplication, for checking for the compatibility, we have taken n and p. Now for multiplication, we'll be considering the m and q values. For I equals to 0, I less than m, I plus plus. This is the outer loop. For j equals to 0, j less than q, j plus plus. This is the inner loop. C of ij equals to 0. We have to initiate it to 0. Then for k equals to 0, k less than n, k plus plus. C of ij will be equals to C of ij plus A of ik into B of kj. So that is, we are going to multiply each and every element of matrix A with that of matrix B, and we are going to add it with the previous value of C of ij, and this value will be considered here. At last, whatever value will be getting in C of ij, that is nothing but the last value for the matrix. So here once we have multiplied the values, then next is we have to print them. So for printing, we have printf statement for matrix A. Here for I equals to 0, same thing how we have read the values for matrix A. Similarly, we are going to print the matrix. So only the difference is that there we have used scanf statement. Here we will be making use of printf statement. So printf /n/n the matrix A is for I equals to 0, I less than m, I plus plus. For j equals to n, j equals to 0, j less than n, j plus plus. Printf %d/t aij. We are not using ampersand here because it is a printf statement. We are just going to print the matrix A. Similarly, we are also going to print the matrix B. Then once we have printed matrix A and matrix B, then we have to print the resultant matrix C. So for resultant matrix, we will be considering the rows of first column and column of the second matrix, row of the first matrix and column of the second matrix. So here we'll be taking it as %d/t C of ij printf/n, and this is how we are going to get the resultant matrix. So this one I can explain you with the help of the sample output. So we can, here we can see, enter the root, first output is enter the order of matrix A. I have entered it as 2 and 2. Enter the order of matrix B, 3 and 2. So first we have to check whether n equals to p. N is 2 and p is 3. So both are not equal, so we cannot multiply. Matrix multiplication is not possible, so we have to try again. So this is one of the sample output. Second sample output is enter the order of matrix A, 2 and 2 I have given. Enter the order of matrix B, p and q values I have taken it as 2 and 2. Then enter the elements. So first we have to check it. N value is 2 and p value is 2. Both are equal. So we can continue with our multiplication. So enter the elements of matrix A, 2, 2, 2 and 2. Enter the matrix of matrix B, enter the elements of matrix B, 2, 2 and 2. 2, 2, 2 and 2. Then the matrix A is 2, 2, 2, 2. In the matrix format it is written. The matrix B is 2, 2 and 2 and 2. Then after multiplying, we'll be getting the resultant matrix as 8, 8, 8, 8. So this is about the matrix multiplication. We can solve it. We can trace it by substituting all the values in this multiplication block. So matrix multiplication block, we can go on giving the values for I, j, m and n, and here we can give the values and check for the sample output 2, 2, 2, 2, whether we are getting it as 8, 8, 8, 8 or no. So this is about the matrix multiplication. Thank you.